Welcome to Jarrod Kimber's Super Over. Let's start with 6 big moments of the day. Well, let's go to the 6 big. We're going to talk about 6 moments. I know you're new here, so I'm just going to, do it as quickly as possible, as easy as possible for you. Mark Wood took early wickets.
He did. So you get from Mark Wood pace, and India got off nicely until he got into any sort of rhythm. And then as they can, if you're 90, 95 miles an hour, you can go bang, bang. And that's what England did and reduced India to 33 for 3, 2 of these wickets to Mark Wood. Coming back into the team to supplement Jimmy Anderson, I've just done a piece downstairs with White and Jordan. He said, what did you fancy at that time, 33 for 3? I said, another seamer. He didn't have another seamer to come back, somebody of the calibre of the recent retired Stuart Broad. And so they had to go to the young spinners.
Yeah, and Ben Stokes' knees would have been handy in that situation as well.
Yeah, he keeps threatening to bowl, although he said right at the beginning that he's not going to bowl throughout the series, but you see him in practice.
Joe Root's drop is quite pivotal. Obviously, Rohit Sharma had already smashed a 4 in that over, went for another one, got an edge. Joe Root just didn't pick it up. Maybe it was a little bit too straight for him.
I bristle at times when there was an easy catch. That is nothing like an easy catch, and I'm going to tell you why. The ball is left arm round, so the angle is going and pitches way outside leg stump. Rohit Sharma fancies the big heave-haul into the leg side. Joe Root is at slip on the other side of the pitch. He can't see that. He doesn't know where it's pitched. And he momentarily just lifts his body up. And then the ball appears. So now he's got to go down. He did get 2 hands. He touched it, fingertips. And so it's travelled. It's got to him. It's such a difficult chance from where the ball pitched. Your easy chances, if there are such a thing, or if it's outside off stump, slip can see the full line, trajectory, the bounce, the edge, catch it. He's no chance of seeing that. He's unsighted.
Rohit Sharma basically had a couple of early moments, Jimmy Anderson, and then that drop as well. After that, though, you'd have to say he pretty much strolled to his 100th, didn't he?
He did. I mentioned that on commentary. He strolled to a century. And I was fascinated by 2 great players, one batsman, Rohit Sharma, and Jimmy Anderson. There was a duel. And he's working him out. And the one thing you've got to do when you're working that out is stay in. And so then he decided, Rohit Sharma, I'm going to come down the pitch just a step to Jimmy Anderson. And that worked for him. And do you recall when he pumped him just over mid-on?
Oh, he was almost caught.
Just over mid-on. And then his innings settled and he started commanding and playing from the crease and played some wonderful back foot shots, powerful shots through the offside.
England had 2 LBWs that they didn't review. Now, to be fair, I think you commented at least on one. I might have been on the other one. None of us really thought they were out automatically when we saw them. They were at best 50-50, but they did get it wrong slightly twice, and they could have got wickets.
Well, commentators, I can promise you, will always scream, review it, don't review it. We didn't see it. But England, on analysis, have missed 2 reviews. And from our position, we were very surprised when the TV company put up the 2.
Yeah.
And Rohit Sharma, was it Rohit Sharma twice? Or it certainly was.
No, it was Jadeja the second time.
Yes. And so the 2 big players have actually got another innings.
Yeah, incredible. Sarfaraz Run Out. Obviously, young guy comes in, was very nervous when he started, but started to slap the ball everywhere, and then he gets run out in a complication with Ravi Jadeja at the end. But Mark Wood got the run out. Yeah,
again, as commentator, you see it coming. You could see they were at 6s and 7s, Jadeja and Sarfaraz, as to what's a run and what isn't. Jadeja, let's just be honest here, Jadeja is sharp. The young kid isn't. He's a chunky little lad. And they just struggled running between the wickets together. And Jadeja's on 99. Jadeja sells him down the river, actually. He sort of sets off runs, calls yes, no, and he's stranded. Now he's got to do the work, Mark Wood, so I'm going to put my coach's hat on now. You'll try this for a good hour in practice, and the skill is get to the ball quickly, pick it up cleanly, hit the target. And he's done all 3. And from the fielding coach, it might be Paul Collingwood, whoever it is, they'll be absolutely elated that the 3 things have come together and got something for England in that last session.
Jadeja obviously makes 100. He's the difference really today. He was the one who gave Rohit Sharma, the backup early on, and then has ended up not out at the end.
And we talked about who's put him in at 5. Is it Rahul Dravid, the coach? Is it the captain from the middle, bring him in at 5? Because he's come in front of the 2 debutant batters. He's come in front of the 2. But he's such a wonderful cricketer. He's one of the cricketers that I really admire because he's in the game all the time. He's a fabulous fielder. I think he's 35 years of age now. He's a wonderful fielder, so he looks after himself. He's a very effective bowler and scores hundreds. And so you're picking a world 11 and you might just start with him.
Last question for you. He averages 142 at this ground. Are there any first-class venues you average 142?
No, I was sort of more of a desperate player. And I've kept cuttings when you used to get cuttings on every game. And I'll leave you with this. I have that many cuttings which say Lloyd was never in command and always ill at the crease. Well, I wasn't ill. Well, I was doing my best, that's all. So I never averaged 140 odd. A modest average of round about 33 throughout my career. But I've got to tell you this, that's a lot of it on uncovered pitches. They were difficult.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.